My family and I were refugees. We left Iraq when I was one, and we left because of um, the acts of genocide that Saddam perpetrated against the Kurdish population. And my parents decided that wasn't really a safe place to raise a child, and they started a journey which took them 5 years to reach safety. In Holland, we spent a year in a refugee camp in Zwolle. And as an adult, I am retracing the route that me and my family took. And I was hoping to find out more about the refugee camp that I was in the first time. I went to the city hall. Um, I went to the library. I couldn't find out much. I wondered if maybe I should just tweet about it. Maybe there might be somebody in Holland or in Zwolle in the vicinity who might know something. It was about finding this person who had gifted me this incredible present, really. He'd given me a incredible bike when I was really, really young and when I didn't really get gifts. I think everybody has had like a gift in their childhood which they've kind of looked at and been like, really, this is for me? As a refugee child growing up, moving from place to place, not really knowing whether you're going to have any safety that night, what you're going to be eating that evening, if you're going to be eating at all. It was a magical thing to be gifted something that I thought was just too big for me. I tweeted, and within 2 hours, I was in a local news studio doing research with a journalist and doing a video. And within another hour, we had a really strong lead. And then by 10 p.m. that night, we had found him. The first time I actually spoke to Egbert was when I knocked on the door and said hello. I hadn't really spoken to him previous to that. And it felt like seeing a long lost relative in the same way that you might see someone at Christmas and you talk about nothing and everything in one go. It felt like that. You talk about how much you've grown and old memories. Our refugee story was something that I knew bits about. I really wanted to color in that period of my life in a lot more detail. I can't imagine still the bravery and strength it takes to not only get yourself through it, but get an entire family through it. How we treat each other is ultimately the measure of us all. That even in dark and bleak times, there is always acts of kindness between two people that can shape you for a lifetime.